Hi, I'm Brian. Welcome back to another On the Road video brought to you by ApplianceVideo.com. Stop! Before beginning any repair, always be sure to disconnect the power to the appliance. It is also recommended to test the outlet for proper voltage. Today we're working on an LG front load washer, and the complaint is it's not agitating or spinning. We're not getting any drum movement, especially during heavy load, and we're also getting some grinding noise. Okay, so what we found by running it through a cycle is when the unit should be agitating, we can hear the motor and everything running, the stator running. We get that grinding noise, and the basket is actually not moving inside. So we're gonna get to the back and take a look at the rotor and stator and see exactly what's going on. The tools needed for this repair are a Phillips screwdriver and an adjustable wrench. All right, we're gonna remove the access panel on the back of the unit here. There's gonna be 4 Phillips screws to remove. And then we're going to lift up, so that we remove the 2 smaller tabs on the bottom, and then pull the top down and out. Set this to the side. All right, so this is our rotor. Underneath that is the stator, which is the motor of this machine here. So this, when we rotate this, it should be attached to the basket shaft here, and rotate the basket with it. And it seems really loose and sloppy here. Doesn't feel like it's even engaging on that shaft there to spin the basket. I don't feel the weight of the basket there. So this nut's actually kind of loose, but I think it's more than just being loose. So we're gonna take it off and take a look at it here. Just take this bolt the rest of the way out. We can slide the rotor off here. Okay, and we can see this is the drum shaft here. So that's actually our drum now, and the drum, you can see we can move that in and out inside there. So the splines on the shaft here look good, and they go inside of here, and we can actually see some shavings here where it's worn down, and if you take a look inside of there, the splines are worn down inside of there. So it looks like this here is made out of plastic, and this is made out of metal, so this is definitely going to wear down faster and cause this part to get, go bad versus the shaft here, which this would be the less expensive of the two to repair. So I can see how it's designed that way versus having to replace the whole tub if the splines here were to wear down. So what we'll need to do is get a new rotor assembly and replace the rotor. All right, you can see on the new rotor here, the splines on the inside of this assembly look to be metal versus the old one that appeared to be plastic. So I'm sure that this metal is a softer metal than what the shaft is, so that it'll still wear down or break before the shaft on the tub does. But you can see that they've redesigned it, and it should hold up a lot better than the original. Now we're just going to take the new rotor and put it back on our shaft here. And inside of this rotor, you'll notice there's magnets, and it's going to magnetize here when you put it back on. And that's how this motor is set up to work and run, is the motor energizes and puts out a magnetic field, which then rotates the rotor here. Slide it back off here for a second and bring that shaft back out here further. Alright, so we just get that started. We're going to put our bolt back in. With it's got a washer. It's got 2 washers on here. So make sure you don't lose those if they're still on there. I'm going to take my adjustable wrench here. You can also use a socket and a socket wrench if you have the correct size, and tighten it back up. this is going to start to spin on us, the whole basket and everything, as we tighten this up. So you want to hold on to it, or have somebody hold on to the tub from the inside of the washer, front of the washer, while we tighten this up real good. And also, in our case, ours was already loose when we got back here to check it out, but if this was on here tight like it should have been, you would have needed to hold this in place, or have somebody hold on to the tub to get this broke loose as well. Alright, so now you can see when we rotate this, there's no noise. You can feel that it's engaged and grabbing the shaft and the tub and spinning everything like it should. Alright, now we can go ahead and replace our back panel. Alright, we're going to put the top of the back panel in first. These tabs on the top are longer, so it'll be easier to reinstall it this way. Okay, we've turned the unit back around and we're running it through a test cycle here, and so far everything looks good. We got some clothes in there, so it's under a load, and the drum is now rotating for both wash and spin, so that will complete our repair. Thank you for watching another quality video brought to you by ApplianceVideo.com.